¿Ya está grabando? Ya, ok. Em, Good morning, teacher Paul, engineering Paul. We to present our 10 activity 1 database. Uh, 10 critical analysis of parents with hepatitis C and blood donors. There is one link. Auditors. The main goal of the database is to analyze clinical patterns and prepare the data for machine learning model that allows difference between health parents and parents with life disease. Name and zero numeric category categorical, age numerical, sex category, ALV numerical, ALP numerical, ALT numerical, AST numerical, VEL numerical, CHA numerical, CLL numerical, CRAI numérica y Chi numérica y PRO3 numérica. Description. The select database corresponding to clinical information related to blood donor and parenting with hepatitis C, including different states and the series such as hepatitis, fibrosis, and cirrhosis, and contains 80 H100 15 numerical and 18.4 numerical combines numerical and Catholic date. The variables include demographic information such as age and sex, as well as laboratory test results related to life functions among them. Activity 2, ADA, Steve Load database. There is look how to import a database, import pandas, library, and Python, import Metasploit as other library in Python, import search and CNC. Important the variables, how to import the other database that is here. Okay, basic information, there is look, see information, database includes numeric category variables, who look, see is basic information is 613 and 14 columns and variables. The column rows show amount of average age variable, allowing information and missing values. There is a code of missing values. There is public a database going 1615 in record and 14 variables. Defines categoría, categorizes the code and type. The data type is category variable where checking and adjusting coverage category and set to category type to optimize analysis the proceeding. Histogram. How to see in español, variables numéricas. There is look how to present different variables numeric in the database. The numeric variables shown non-uniform distributions. Some variables such as ALT, AST, and GET show positive variance indicate to present a high values to something patents. The where here will see called distribution the GGT. Note, is the analysis the GGT barrier was used first convert to the numeric format, numeric. Then the 1915 frequency was calculated to filter extreme values, balance, and improves the histogram visual. Finally, to distribution of the variable was probed with a histogram and a KDA curve showing a release snored distribution. A test bar chart category. Here we decode for the look comparison between different variables. There is in the first chat corresponding category value is the observer that the majors in the record belong to the blood donor categories. There is with more to 500 observation. This indicates that the database is mainly composed in having individuals activation and blood the donors, the other categories such as hepatitis, fibrosis, and cirrhosis show a smaller amount of record, which suggests that they're in the class imbalance in the database. In the second chart, corresponding and sex variable, the observer that there is higher number in the male parents compared to female parents. Step 4, lost plot. There is how to import delivery number as and this is the code we will use. We will use. Note, several variables have outlined, especially ALT, AST, and GGT, which are common in medical datasets. There's how to look. Correlation health math, metrics the correlation. The correlation health math is low how to number variables. They're related to each and with variables between um, in one and one in your matrix, for example, A and T and GGT have a moderately positive correlation, while AST and CALT showing negative correlation. There is a parent how identify which variables move together and which we have open safety useful to predict or expand analysis. Step 15 is scattered plot. There is code, no problem. In the x-axis is ALT and the GH is IST. Each point represents a parent or record. The color of each point corresponds to the category value which classifies the case. The visualization allows to see how ALT and AST evaluates to distribution according to the medical condition. For example, parents with cirrhosis tend to closer in higher rangers while healthy donors are concentrated at lower values. Important field from the explorating database ADA following aspect were significant relevance to age variable presented relative valence distribution, concentrating mainly between 39 and 54 years, with an approximate mean in 14.8 years in 18 16. The files there were how to use database show also evidence in the histograms in the box plot because if the maximum values are considered higher than the mean. The category varies category slowing a class imbalancing signs in the mortality to record correspond the blood donor, while the signs category in such and hepatitis, fibrosis, and cirrhosis have less representation in the evaluated sex and household frequency of male sex and observation compared to female. The correlation matrix showed and significant positive relation between ALT, shit, LCT, AST, which indicates that blood variables then increase together and relate his parents' life stage. The scatter plot confirmed a positive trend between K hepatitis variables, evidencing useful parent to future prediction models. In general, explosion analysis allowing understanding the student and the database identification missing values, detecting audience and analysis relationship between variables, which are essential for the preceding steps. There is activity 3, processing. Step 1, missing values. Missing values analyzing was performed using the function with the aims of identifying which variable in the data set have complete that missing values were identified several numerical variables of the dataset. The column most affecting were ALP and COL, so it will be necessary to apply in the appropriation in input method to present database, integrate and avoid information loss. There is the code we will use for handling missing values. Different implementation techniques were applied depending on the type of variables in the natural data. In the numerical values, ALB, ALP, ALT, COL, PRT, the median was used was used as the input method. The medical was chosen because the dataset present optimized in the clinical variables such as ALT, AST, EGT, so method is more robust than mean. Additionally, the mean is medical of age variable we calculate for compose on comparison and describable purpose, allowing analysis to difference between both measures of sensitivity. For the category value sex, that mode was used that is the most frequent values as a technical switching for text variables. This process, this process allows processing missed data without losing important record and data sets. Step 2, remove columns. How to set, columns. The removal in columns unnamed 0 was performed as is correspondent to in the endless automatically generates during export of the CSV file. The variable doesn't not prevent relation information for transparent analysis or the machine learning process. So it's worth to improve the clinical and organization of the database. Removing this column allowing working only with significant variables related to the clinical classes problem. The three coding. There is the code we use. One hot scoring technical was applying to the category, variables, category, and sex using a PD get done bit function. This process transforms each category into new binary columns with variables in 0 and 1, allowing text variables to be converted to a numerical variable. As to result, the database increases the number and columns generating new variables that representing each category independently. This transformation is necessary so the what data can be used in the model machine learning. Step 4 scaling means maximum normalizing was appearing to the age variables transformation is values to range between series 1. This allows two variables to be in the same scale and the rest to data normally facilitating the analysis and trading to machine learning models. The result was verified using discrete statistics observing that the values minimus and maximus are within the expected range. Um, Step 5 of the lies, other lies, files uh, after the elimination of the lines, 1500, 510, the EQR interrupt range method was used to identify and remove overlays in the GG variable. Other were those variables that fell outside the permit range. To one negative 1 2.5 QR3 plus 1 to 1.5 I square. The exploring helps improve database quality and reduce the impacted values, extreme values that could affect the analysis. Finally, the number and remain record after remove the values over. Conclusion. From the exploration analysis and processing performance and hepatitis C database in scalar structure of the data in the main character of the clinical variables were identified. Missing values were detected some numerical variables and were heralded by medical inputs to present to integrate of the dataset. Also, categories, variables such in the categories and sex were identified and encoding use one hot encoding embedding their use the machine learning models, the correlation analysis lower is important relationship among hepatitis variables, specifically between ALT and AHT, while other detection use the IQR method helping improve to the database quality. Finally, the dataset was prepared for future states of predictive model and classification. There is that date we use for presentation. The final dataset remain current with no significant mean values, with coded category values and trace other size. The final as presentation. Good night.